morning. As always, we are presented by First Commonwealth Bank on the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Our conversation with Kelly Fox from the Indiana County Technology Center, brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Todd.
Good to have you with us here this morning. Hey, this school year's winding down, isn't it?
It is. You know what? Here we are in the middle of April and a little bit beyond, and it's snowing outside, right?
Yes.
But we are thinking about the end of school, and we are just reflecting on what a great year it's been in such a awkward time. This, like no other for any school district, has been a very unique school district, and as we think about these last several school days, there's still some things we'd like to do to honor our students. And so, you know, we're looking ahead to some of those year-end activities, knowing that they'll be different this year, but still trying to do what we can to highlight the accomplishments of our students, especially our seniors.
Yeah, they came through like champs, didn't they?
Oh, my goodness. That's so true. I've been running into people here and there at the grocery store and things like that, and you know, people are just amazed that ICTC has been in all year, and when they ask me that, it gives me a time to reflect as well and just say, yeah, it's been amazing, because when we started this school year, we weren't quite sure how it was going to roll out, but the fact that we have been in 5 days a week, most of the weeks of the school year, just a few days here or there that we were cautious and did some virtual education, the best thing for our students has been to be in the classroom, and that has given them the opportunity to increase their level of skills and become more employable or more ready to go on to post-secondary, and we couldn't be happier about that.
Yeah, technical careers as well, especially, I should say, are really, really important to get their hands on, and they did, and so that's worthy of great celebration. Of course, I know that ICTC does special things at graduation time for their students who are going to graduate not only from their home schools, but their careers at ICTC may be coming to a close as well. So
that's right.
That planning has to be underway, huh?
Yeah, we're planning a senior ceremony, and so what we've told our seniors is that the only thing we can be sure of at this point is that the date will be Thursday, May 27th, and even before the pandemic, Penns Manor had stepped up and offered to have them be the host of our senior ceremony. And so we're following through with that invitation, and for the first time, we are going out to Penns Manor High School in some form or fashion and putting our senior ceremony together there. And really, when you think about then the restrictions that the pandemic puts on us, that's a pretty good location, because Penns Manor offers a football field, which then would help us increase the number of people that could attend the event if we're able to host it outside. And then they also have the inside auditorium, of course, which if the weather doesn't cooperate, that's where our seniors would be. And that would limit the number of guests that we could have in, but at least we could still honor our seniors. So we have the best of both worlds there. We just don't know yet which one we'll be able to do. Obviously, we're going to try to have the outdoor event, but we won't know until closer whether or not that's a possibility. So we're excited about that opportunity and thankful for Penns Manor to step up and offer that, and then be able to give options to our students so that they can have somewhat of a normal ceremony, and hopefully for their parents, too, to be able to attend and take their pictures and feel that moment of pride.
Yeah, good on them for doing that. Meanwhile, you still got some schooling to do here over the next 6 weeks or so, Kelly. So what are some of the things we want to highlight?
Yeah, so, you know, what's been going on lately is that we have been, for the second year now, we received a little mini grant thanks to the efforts of Tony Schaefer. So I'm just her voice this morning because she had another commitment. But we did receive an organ and tissue donation awareness mini grant, and with that money, we've been able to make our students more aware of the importance of being an organ and tissue donor. It's that, you know, the statistics that we're learning as we get more involved in this program is that 95% of Americans are in favor of being a donor, but only 58% are registered. And so there's a website, of course, that you can go to, donatelife.net, and you could register there to be a donor. And when you get a driver's license, which, you know, happens for a lot of our high school students while they're with us, they're able to check, of course, on their driver's card that they could be a donor as well. So through the month of April here, we've been highlighting different facts, fun facts to our students. Every morning there's an announcement that gives them a little fun fact to consider in reference to organ and tissue donation. And we had an awareness day last Friday where we all wore blue and green, and we got special prizes when we wore our blue and green. And it's really helpful, too, to our health occupations program because it really does supplement their curriculum. And that program has benefited with some grant money and getting new pulse oximeters and a few other kits that are helpful to them, like blood pressure kits and rolling walkers and things like that that could be used with the grant money. So we've spearheaded some of this awareness through our health occupations students. They're the ones doing the announcements, and we've just really taken a hold of this and shared it with our whole student body so that everyone can become aware of the importance of being an organ and tissue donor.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Very, very important, and good on Tony for helping to make all of that happen.
Absolutely. Do you know that if you donated your organs, you could save up to 8 lives?
Yeah.
And if you donated your tissue, you could heal the lives of 75 people. So when you look at the numbers, yeah, it's really an awesome opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so as we enter into the final stages of a school year, typically we're talking about wrapping up our final projects and certification testing and all of those. I'm assuming most of those things are still in place and you're still doing things as you would in a normal year?
Yeah, you know what? This Friday is the big day for our seniors, and Mr. McCracken has been buzzing around as our Nocti coordinator. He is putting together 10 of our program areas will be completing their Nocti exam on Friday. And so our 10th and 11th grade students and anybody not testing for Nocti will be on a virtual day. So again, we're using those virtual days here and there as needed to keep the numbers to a minimum in the building. And so anyone not taking the Nocti on Friday will be on a virtual day, and all of our seniors who are eligible will be completing their Nocti exam with outside evaluators coming in and keeping their social distance. But those Nocti evaluators will be helping them complete that performance exam on Friday.
Yeah, that's. I know that's very special for these kids to get that certification and to know that they've accomplished something like that. And we should not downplay the fact that they put so much work into it through the course of the year, but then they really ramp it up here when it's time to perform.
It really is. And last year, because we weren't able to host the Nocti, this year seems to be so much more of that. Like there is just a lot of hype from the students, not necessarily just from the staff, but it's from the students. We've got a couple of students that actually have a medical situation. We've got one girl that is pending a surgery, and she is talking with her doctor to put that off until after she completes her performance.
Wow.
So that's the commitment that we see from our students, and I just sit back and I'm amazed by some of those situations because it is important to our students, and it is a level of accomplishment that they want to receive. So they work hard, and it's the final evaluation of a 3-year ride here at the ICTC, and we do have a very high percentage of students that score in that advanced category. So they know it's an accomplishment when they get that paper.
One of the things I wanted to ask you, and I've wanted to ask this for a while, is there a high percentage, or does this happen a lot, students who finish their high school careers at ICTC and they turn right around and they're back for the adult over the summer type of education to further their careers?
We have a few students come back through our adult education program. Because we have such a high percentage scoring in that advanced category of the Nocti, they really have acquired that high level of skill in the high school program, and they're ready for work or they're ready to go on to school and get that advanced degree. So we need to, cut our wings and say goodbye, let them fly. They need to fly in those new directions. For those seniors that may be in that category of not taking the Nocti this Friday because maybe they're on a 1-year experience or something like that, that would be the population that would consider coming back through adult ed, and that's who we pick up, as well as other young adults who find themselves needing skills for employability.
Yeah, okay. That was a question that I've often had. And
it's always there as an option, and we try to use it for those that truly need it. And for most of our seniors, again, because they have that high level of skill, they don't necessarily need to come back and get more because they would be spending money for time that they've already spent. So it's really not necessary.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking with Kelly Fox. The Indiana County Technology Center, ICTC, continues. And has the construction out there shown some real improvement? People getting excited about that?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I put a message out to our sending school counselors last week, and I told them I was not going to get excited about this WCC building going up next door until I saw a structure. And so I had taken a picture. I've been taking some pictures when I leave at the end of the day of how the landscape has changed. And so there is a structure, Todd, and they are moving along. Every morning we see trucks moving, dirt's moving, and the structure is going up. And so I bet once this weather breaks, it's going to not be long and we'll see a building.
Yeah, I could see the masonry and the welding students looking out the window going, oh, I could do better than that.
Yeah, it's good for our students to see the progress and get involved with some of this. Our carpentry and masonry students actually did some work over at the conservation building in its final stages. So that was a good project right at the end of the driveway there.
Yeah, absolutely. So folks are getting excited about things going on at ICTC. Well, they have been for quite some time, and it's only ramping up now. Kelly?
Yeah, I can't wait to have our next open house because when people come up and see the differences and then they start asking about the other buildings, I think, we've become a little campus here now. So there's a lot to do up on the ICTC Hill. Terrific stuff.
Hey, thanks so much for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Oh, hey, thanks for having us, Todd. It's always good to chat with you on Wednesday mornings.
Have a great day.
You too.
There's Kelly Fox from ICTC.